Hi everyone, welcome to another AdWords Hangout now. My name is El and I'm here on the AdWords support team in Dublin. I'm joined by my colleague Steph here today, and we're going to show you some AdWords shopping campaigns as part of our campaign starter kit series.
Hi everyone, thanks for having me, El.
No problem at all, Steph. And just before we get started, let me let you know, if you're watching this live on Google+, you can see the Q&A features to the right, so if you've got any questions, pop them in there, we'll have a look at them at the end. If you're watching this on YouTube after the event, we've put some links there below for you to skip to the part of the Hangout that's most interesting to you. And also don't forget, if you want to subscribe to us or like this video, you can do so below. You'll get notifications for our latest quick tip videos, and you won't miss another Hangouts on air that we do. So with that, why don't we get started? Steph, why don't you introduce our viewers to what a PLA is, what a product ad is?
Great stuff. So our PLAs are a great new ad format that essentially allow you to show images of the products that you're selling to your potential shoppers. So besides having the image, you can also have prices, you can have availability, you can also have promotional messaging as well, without having to do that for every single product. So it's a really great way to get through to your shoppers, and it's something that you can see on Google search and also our search partners. So actually, it might be easier if I show you exactly what I mean. Okay. So I'm going to go to google.co.uk, for example, and just in the search box here, I'm just going to type in running shoes. It's nearly summer after all, so type that in there. Okay, Al, so what you're seeing here now is your traditional text ads here on the left and the bottom right. But what you see are your pod listing ads just here in the top right. Shop for running shoes on Google, sponsored ads. You can see the images, you can see the labels, the price, and also the brands as well. Yeah. This is something that all of our merchants can do to try and get their products sold.
That looked great, and a picture does say 1,000 words after all.
Yep, it really does. And there's a really great way to get your products out there, especially for online merchants. We typically find that people who have pod listing ads compared to traditional text ads, for example, would have a lot higher click-through rates. Some double, even triple their standard rates. They're typically easier to manage as well. You don't have to have keywords for every single product. It just comes through from your feed. So it's a lot easier for you to manage on a day-to-day basis. And finally, it's better for you to qualify your leads. If someone sees an image before, they see the price, they see the delivery information, they're in a much better position to hopefully make a purchase on your site. So that's what we're aiming for.
And could you do both as well? Could you run this alongside a text campaign?
Of course you can, and it's something that we do recommend. So what you're seeing is you can potentially have your images and your text ads, so getting 2 views for essentially 1 search. So it's a great way to get started.
All right, great stuff. So on that, why don't you show us how to get started in the account stuff?
Perfect. So it's a 2-step process, essentially. So the first thing is the Merchant Center site. So all Google Shopping accounts have to have a Merchant Center site, and you have to have a feed. This is where we draw all of that information. We'll have all the information in the link below, but essentially just what you need to know for now is that you have to go to add a new data feed, and then you submit the information, and then that information will pull through. So remember that information coming up at the end. But the main thing you want to do is go to your AdWords section. So we go to campaigns, and we'll go to your campaign section and click on plus campaign, and we'll choose shopping. Best way to create pod listing ads. So click on that. Going to give myself a new name, so I'm just going to put in new shopping campaign. Oh, if I could spell. So I'll do that. And then you'll see it comes through from the merchant identifier. So that's for my merchant center there, our Hangout store. You'll have your own in the box. What you want to do as well, Al, is you select your country of sale. So in this case, I'm going to choose the US. Scroll down, add the United States. And then I'm also going to scroll down and be more specific with my location. So I'll just go ahead and type in the United States as well. As with any campaign, you need to go ahead and create a default bid. So I'm going to say 50 pence for my clicks and a decent budget of roughly £10 a day to start off with. And then I'm going to go ahead and click Save and Continue.
So far it really looks like it's very similar to a typical sort of AdWords campaign.
Exactly, that's it. So trying to make it as simple as possible, and like El said, the next step is to create an ad group, like you would do in your normal shopping or search campaigns. So you click in the ad group name. This ad group, for me, I'm going to go for my different brands. So I'm going to type in brands in the ad group name. And like I mentioned before, you can have different lines of text, different promotions. So in this case, I'm going to try and show off that I have my free delivery. So I'm going to make a note of that here. So free delivery on all orders. Put in an exclamation mark and click Save and Continue. So now coming through to the important part and the fun part. So this is where I get to be a little bit more specific with how I want to go ahead with my approach. So what you're seeing here is the product groups tab. And essentially where it says all products, that's going to be every single product I have in my feed, whether it's 10 or 1,000. And what I can do is I can specify and I can divide my products in different ways, because I might have one product that's more important, another one that isn't. So in this particular scenario, I want to go for my brands. So I'm going to click on the plus button just here. And what it's going to do is allow me to subdivide. So you can subdivide in a number of different ways. You can subdivide by your category, your brand, individual items, conditions, or product types. And Al actually had a really quick tip video that he created, a really great one very recently, on how you can use the Dimensions tab to help you with it. So we'll add the link below. But for now, I'm just going to go ahead and use brand.
Great, thanks for that plug.
No problem at all. It was a great video. So what I have here is I want to subdivide by all my brands. So right now it's empty, but remember for your account, you'll be able to see all the individual brands that you have. But for the purposes of this demonstration, I'm just going to add them manually. So I'm going to put in my brands, so very simple, so blue, red, and white. I'm going to add the values and then click Save. So what you're seeing now is you can see all of my brands, or the ones rather I want to target, and something here saying everything else. Everything has a bid of 50 pence. But because this particular ad group is just focused on these key brands, I don't want to include everything else just yet. So what I'm going to do is tick on the bid just next to everything else, choose exclude, and then press save. So what that means is that in this particular ad group for this campaign, I'm just targeting blue, red, and white. But you can go even further. So every customer, every product, it has different values, and you'll know this better than we do. So what you might want to do, for example, is have a slightly higher bid or lower bid for different products that you have. So let's say, for example, that blue has 3 products where I want to have different bids. I would click on the plus button there, and again I want to subdivide. This time I'm going to go by item. And what I can do, again, you would be able to feed them in yourself, but I'm going to add them manually. So I'm going to put in blue 1, blue 2, blue 3. Add the values, and then press save. So now what you see is that I have my blue brand. Within blue, I have 3 products. At the moment, they're all at 50 pence. Let's say blue 1 is more valuable to me. I might want to bid £1, so I can change it. Or let's say blue 3 is not so valuable. If you want to spend 30 pence. And there you go. So that's it. So with shopping, it's a lot easier. You can just go ahead and go in and just change your information there as much as you want. And that's it.
Great. Thanks so much for giving us that demo, Steph. That was fantastic. I think we'll leave it there for today. Let's just say make sure if you do want to keep getting these videos, watching our quick tip videos and our Hangouts, you can subscribe to the channel below. If you've got any other questions, of course, either comment on the video or you can reach us by phone, chat, or email. We're also on all the major social media platforms, so feel free to reach out to us and we'll do our best to support you. So with that, have a great day and we'll see you next time.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.